everyone, and welcome to day 9 of yoga with me, Inga. Today's going to be a lot slower. It's going to be more of a yin-based practice. So for those that don't know what yin yoga is, it's very slow-moving yoga. So we're going to get into one pose, and we're going to stay there between 2 and 5 minutes per pose. Each couple of seconds, we're going to learn how to get deeper and deeper to each pose. The benefits of yin yoga are really to stretch the muscles and to get deep into the connective tissue. Today we're going to start in our child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch. The wider your hips are open, the more of a hip stretch you're going to get. Begin to walk your fingertips forward, forehead comes down to the ground. Now, today there's not going to be any ujjayi breath. We're just going to breathe normally. While you're here, take your fingertips and press your sits bones down, back towards the mat, back towards your heels. And then begin to relax. Start to notice the breath and notice the posture. Feeling each piece of your body that roots into the mat, into the ground, feeling all of that surface area. Start to feel your hips beginning to open. Maybe there's a little bit of pinching pain. Feel the spine begin to lengthen, arms outstretched. Begin to let the day wash away. With nothing else to do but to be here on your mat. Letting go of all movements and all thoughts. Just trying to be still, here and now, in this pose. Let everything wash away, continue to hold. You start to feel a little bit of tightness in your hips. Starting to feel it melt. Feeling your chest come closer to the floor. Just open more. Let go of all sound. Even your crazy dog fighting outside of the room. Awesome. Slowly begin to press into your hands. We're going to press up to a table tap position. So bring your knees in. And all we're going to do here is we're going to bring our hands down by our sides and we're going to lower all the way down to our belly. Untucking the toes, we're going to bring the toes to touch, the heels open wide, and then we're going to walk our arms forward. So our shoulders are stacked directly over our elbows. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, I want you to peel your heart forward and then melt. Sphinx pose. Gaze is forward, chin is parallel to the mat. Awesome. Relax your lower body. Relax your ankles, your calves, your quadriceps, and then relax your glutes. Yes, feel them disengage. And start to feel a nice big stretch inside of the spine. In yin yoga, you don't have to have your eyes open. You can always keep them closed if you want as well. Continue to breathe. Letting go all distractions. Awesome, bring your hands back underneath. We're gonna press ourselves back up to a tabletop position. Then while we're here, we're gonna take our right leg and we're gonna bring it forward for a pigeon pose. So eventually your right foot is gonna come parallel to the side of your mat. Yeah, I know you just want to give me a hug, but that's not okay with it. If you need to, your heel can walk towards your left hip. And all we're going to do is begin to shift equal weight onto both the right and the left leg. You're extending out nice and long through that left leg. And we're going to bring our forehead to start onto our hands. So one hand stacked on top of the other. Letting go of everything that is around you. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, open the mouth. Trying to relax those head, neck, and shoulders, opening up that right hip. Now, if you're ready for it, bring yourself down a little bit further. Maybe your forehead can come all the way down to the ground. Trying to relax your whole body flat onto the mat. Breathing here and now in your hip. Trying to resist all movements, all fidgets, all wiggles, all wakes. Just being quiet. Maybe you can work yourself a little bit more flat. Maybe your forehead can come all the way down to the ground. I like to bring my left temple to the mat and then to bring my arms down by my side. This is a little bit more advanced. You should feel a tremendous stretch right here in your right hip. It's more of an external rotation. She's trying to do that. Hey, no fighting. Awesome, we're going to plant our hands down, we're going to slowly press ourselves up, and we're going to press ourselves back to our downward facing dog. While we're here, we're going to pick up our right leg, and we're going to begin to shake it out. Sunny. Awesome, you're going to shake it out, maybe you want to bend your knee, stack your hip, you can find a little bit of movement. And then we're going to begin to bring the left leg forward for pigeon pose. So shin comes parallel to the mat if you can. You can always walk that foot back towards that right hip. And then begin to slowly walk yourself down. Equal weight between the hips. Hands start onto the forehead starts onto the hands, one and stacked on top of the other. Breathing. Focusing in the here and the now in the left hip. If you feel good, maybe you can bring your forehead all the way down to the ground and need a little bit more space. Focusing the breath, focusing the mind. Hey. Maybe you can see if you can work yourself a little bit lower. Maybe your arms come down by your side. Right temple to the mat. Relaxing here now, feeling that external rotation of the hip. You can always stay upright. Each pose is very different for each person. You don't have to be flat on the ground, you can be up a little bit. Your forehead can always stay stacked on top of your hands. Awesome, 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, we're going to plant your hands, tuck those back toes under, downward facing dog. Shake out your leg, maybe bend your knee, stack your hip, and a little bit of movement. If you feel like you're 80 when you're coming out of these poses, you're definitely doing it right today. Awesome. Inhale, we're going to shift forward. We're going to drop down to our knees. We're going to come all the way down to our belly. We're going to extend our arms out towards the side. We're going to bend our left leg, and we're going to bring the right hand or left hand underneath the shoulder. And all we're going to do is press ourselves over. So your arms out to a T. Forehead comes to rest onto the ground. Your left hand can stay here, planted right next to your face. It can come to your low back. Hey, stop. Or it can try to reach all the way over. Maybe your fingertips can interlace. You can always keep it right here at the low back. Or planted by your face. We're just breathing into this right shoulder. See if you can relax your head down onto the ground. If you can't quite, you can always go grab a pillow and use it as well. You sure are needy today. Also, we're going to slowly roll back to center. Begin to pull that right hand in. Left arm is out, right leg bends. We're going to press ourselves over onto that shoulder. Hand can stay right here. It can come to your low back or reach all the way over. This is my life. See, my yoga practice isn't perfect. Neither does yours need to be. Life is full of distractions. Sometimes it's a person, a thing, an idea, an emotion, a dog that's so needy. You just can't be on the one thing. And you just have to continue. Eventually, it will stop. I'm killing these smells. Awesome. Now we're going to roll back to center once again. And we're going to go roll over onto our belly, onto our back. Stop. It's not for the camera. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together, and we're going to open up our hips nice and wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. So Supta means recline. Baddha Konasana meaning down ankle, so the hips are nice and open. While you're here, bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. You can just continue to breathe. Here, what you're going to really want to do is to relax your hips. You can always bring your hands to your hips and just kind of rock side to side. Just for a moment, and then begin to bring them back to center. Move it. That one. Letting gravity do the work to open up your hips. Focusing on the breath, focusing on the ears and the neck. Awesome. We're going to bring our hands to the outside of our knees. We're going to slide press our knees together. And then we're going to bring our knees so stacked over our hips. Arms are going to come out to a T. We're going to drop our knees over to the right. And we're going to bring our chin to our right shoulder. We're finding a nice big twist here. If you want, you can always wrap that left leg around your right leg and find a deeper twist. It's all about what feels good for you today. I'm not going to take the twist. And I'm not going to take the second hook. But just begin to relax. Left shoulder should stay firmly planted onto the ground. It's more important that your left shoulder is on the ground than it is that your right knee touches the ground. Awesome. Bring your knees back through center and over to the left. Chin comes to the right shoulder. Hey. Knock it off. Relax that right shoulder down onto the ground. Maybe you want to take that hook with the right leg. Getting a deeper twist. Awesome. Bring your knees back into center. One more pose. Happy baby pose. Bring your arms on the outsides of the feet. Begin to pull the knees into the shoulders. Press the low back into the ground. Really see if you can press down through the hands to find a nice big hip stretch. Keep that head, neck, and shoulders wrapped onto the ground. And now. Awesome. And release. Let's find our Shavasana. Extend your legs, extend your arms. You can always extend your legs up the wall as well if you wish. Find a nice comfortable seat. Close your eyes and just relax. Letting go of all thoughts, all emotions, all movement, all beings that are around you. Just trying to be still for one more moment. Awesome. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles, your head and your neck. When you're ready, you can push yourself over to a side. And then press yourself up to a seat. Nice comfortable seat. Spine nice and tall, shoulders drawn down the back, hands at heart center. The love and light inside of me and my dogs apparently honors the love and light inside of each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your day 9 with me. Namaste. I promise tomorrow not to have 2 naughty dogs.